find the other ways to show people, like, yes, injecting CO2 is amazing, and you should play with it, you should learn about it, but you can also get similar results without doing that. And there will always be people like, this plant wants more nitrogen. Totally does. I'm running this as a breeder tank that is furrowing and not an aquascape tank or anything like that. But just knowing what's possible, I think, is very important for the next generation of aquatic teachers, basically. And we're all an aquatic teacher in that we keep 5 aquariums and we're helping our buddies that only have 1 aquarium. And so as we're all teachers, the more we get to experience, the more the possibilities will be wide open for the next generation. And so I feel like rewind 10, 15 years ago, airstone's super bad, inject CO2 or plants die, and now we're knowing, hey, there's low-tech methods, there's natural tank methods with soils and stuff like that. There's, lighting is still very important, but how we deliver nutrients, we can do it liquid, we can do it root tabs, we can do it soil. We're learning all these things, and this just creates more options for people, and they can choose what they like. I personally love to squirt fertilizer in, have the lighting and fun filters, and make my life easy for breeding. But someone who's doing a high-end thing that's going to submit it to the competition can't have a fun filter. It's too bad. Yeah. And so I just have different goals than other people, and I think it's important for everybody to realize everyone has different goals. You can all have good-looking tanks, but someone might be trying to propagate a rare plant. Someone might be trying to breed a fish. Someone might be trying to entertain a child. Someone might be trying to put on a display at a restaurant. They're all viable, and we will all enjoy them. And it's not so much who's better, and instead just take it all in.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, there's pygmy cories in here. They're going to be impossible for me to film. Do they breed in here?
Not yet. That's been one of my goals, is both pygmy and a couple tanks down I have Hestatus, and then also have Rhosis. All 3 of those can be colony bred, meaning you can breed them all in a tank that's densely planted, where most cories, they'll go back and eat their own eggs. You can do that, and so I'm hoping to be able to show that on YouTube. Even though I've got so many fry of these guys, long term I'm going to see a little fry and going, hey, I didn't pull eggs, and this is one method to do some of these fish. And one reason I'm so dedicated to breeding fish or showing people how to do it is, 15, 20 years ago, my budget's super limited. And when you go and you buy pygmy cories at $5 each and you spend $30, that would have been like all the money I had after like working and paying bills. And so if I ever wanted to see a school of 100 bees, I had to make more. And I think there's a lot of people in that situation, whether you're just young or whether your finances go to something else, you've got a family and all of that. And I love to also see baby fish. My wife loves it. I think it brings the families together too, of like, oh, we're raising up, they get little names. Yeah. And so I really enjoy that aspect. And so I want to get back to more of my roots. That's how my channel started, with breeding fish. And that's why I was just showing people how I did it. My first video ever was how I was doing it outside, and I wanted to prove that you could also raise brine shrimp to adults outside. So it was on a different channel even, but my goal was always, let me just show you what I'm doing, not so much telling you what to do. And I still maintain that. You can have a look at what I'm doing, but there's